Hello, Mr. 0063, back for part 4 of Celeste. Last time we cleared out chapter 3, which is the Celestial Resort Hotel with Mr. Oshiro. So we found out about, or encountered him, found out about some of his problems that are going on in his life, and sort of left with a sort of a slightly downbeat ending to there, where Oshiro just kind of, we defeated him at the end after he tried to kill us, but aside from that, he just sort of resigned himself. And I guess in some ways it's good that he can move, hopefully just move on with his life now. But he's obviously a bit down on it when he's sort of come to the realisation that his hotel just sort of needs to be closed down. And we got the sort of little cutscene at the end where he's sort of just peering behind the door, watching Madeline go off into the distance. But anyway, we got through the hotel somehow. And it's time to take on chapter 4, which is the Golden Ridge. Climbing tip: low on energy in a pinch. Jumping away from walls doesn't consume stamina. So a little tip that may well come in handy. And we're going to kick off chapter 4. So we get introduced to a new gimmick right off the bat with these clouds. So let me demonstrate. So if I dash off of it and then land back on the cloud, I get my dash back. And also if I hold the jump button down just after landing on it, then we get a kind of a super jump off of it. So we're going to have to be using the clouds to get a lot of extra height in various places. We also get introduced to these new things as well. So again, I like how these sort of introduced, fairly early on, where it's very difficult to actually die, but you get a feel for how these things clearly work. There's a green little or funny turquoise kind of coloured orb here. Whichever direction you're holding, and if they can go in all 8 directions, whatever whoopsie, and I died. Lovely. I was trying to show straight down, but that probably was not a good idea. But it can whichever direction you're holding, one of the 8 directions, so up, down, left, right, and the diagonals. You go in. It also, I suppose, as well restores your dash. So there we are. I dashed into the thing, and I could dash out of it as well. So that's how those work. Here's our friendly bird once again, who this time doesn't seem to actually have anything to actually say to us or tell us about any new ability or whatever. So we'll just move on. It's a very nice kind of a setting here. I do like the backgrounds and everything like that. But let's get our strawberry there. Is there another one up here? No, I don't think it's quite here. I think it must be a fairly just a little bit further on. But as I said, not 100% on the position locations of all like the collectibles and things like that. So hopefully I don't miss any. If I do, it won't be too much of a pain to go back. But oh look, it's the granny again, or the old woman. Yeah. Oh great, you again. Well, I didn't expect to see you up here. I'm glad you're still in one piece. I see you made it through the hotel. Did you meet Mr. Oshiro? Oh, I met him all right. He chased me out of there after I cleaned up a bunch of junk for him. Oh, that sounds like a fun morning. Oshiro is a lost soul, dear. That place is much more than just a hotel to him. Don't make him your project. You know what I think? I think this mountain drove both of you crazy. You're not the first person to say that. Maybe you're right. How would I know if I were crazy? The way I see it, the mountain can't bring out anything that isn't already in you. But you've got to be a few crows short of a murder to live up here in the first place, right? What are you even talking about? Oh, I'm just rambling like the old bat I am. Are you ready to give up? I know a shortcut back to your car. Back off, lady. I'm heading for the summit. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between stubbornness and determination, isn't it? You remind me of myself when I was young. You also remind me of when I'm playing I Want to Be the Guy fan games. Good luck and mind the wind. Yes, the wind. That is going to be a thing. And we should probably experience it very, very soon, actually. There it is. As soon as we get to this flag, the wind starts picking up. And we're going to need to, well, in some cases go with the wind and in some cases go against the wind. So yeah, in this instance, for example, the wind is pushing us back to the left. So yeah, we're going to need to use that to our benefit to head off to the left, and then or let the wind carry us to the left, and then dash to the right, because we could have no way of whatsoever of making that jump back to the wall if we didn't dash. The wind would be pushing us back too far, and we'd be lacking the momentum. And here's a demonstration of the gimmick where if you crash into a wall, or one of these sort of break apartable walls, then or dash into them, then yeah, they will break apart and you can progress. Moving on. So, but the wind's not in play all the time. So, oops, that's not where I want to be. You also see here that sometimes the clouds disappear. Sometimes you also jump way too early and don't get just almost fall off the blooming clouds and don't get your jump when you want to. But yeah, anyway, the clouds are a slightly different colour. God knows what that colour is. It looks more pinkish than white to me. The ones that will disappear, but yeah, that's an indication another indicator of which ones are indeed going to disappear, and of course which ones are just going to stay, or which one of the clouds are just going to stay there, and you can just merrily bounce up and down on and take your time on. Obviously, anything again with with what looks like a pink cloud, you need to dash. You need to move quickly, or you're going to find. Damn it! Run out of stamina there. Or you're going to find that the cloud disappears and you're not going to be able to progress. And again, with that one, now you can clearly see the wind is pushing me to the right. So when I want to go over to the left, I'm going to have to dash because I'm not going to get the distance I need regularly now. Let's move up here. I'm not going to have a dash there either, am I? So let's have a think about actually how the hell I'm going to do this. To get both of those icons again to get rid of, or glyphs or whatever, to open that barrier. Not too tricky though. Break apart that block, find hidden strawberry, nice. And here we're going to have to use the wind to our advantage yet again to get up to this area. So nicely hidden up here. We wouldn't necessarily, not the immediate thing to think of, but yeah, as I say, the secrets and hidden and things are just all over the place in this game, and you pretty much want to try and go in every which way direction you can first time through, because you will be discovering hidden areas, secret areas all over the place. And this is sort of a puzzle, or a variation on a puzzle that we had in stage 2. Oops, need to grab the wall there then. Where we had to, oh dang it, where we had to grab some of these little icons that were in the plasma. Or whatever that we can warp through, warp in. I missed it. That's not going to be very good at all now. I don't think I've got any real. Oh, I can get back to there. Okay, managed to save that. That was pretty good. But, oh no! I ran out of stamina and I couldn't get back. By the way, the wind doesn't appear. So let me just collect this one first off. So the wind doesn't actually appear in this room until you actually collect the first one. So that's somewhat appreciated. And given that the wind is pushing us to the left, it's probably a good idea, or I would recommend starting with the icon over on the right hand side. Got it. So yeah. Anyway, I didn't really talk about that too well. But yeah, we saw it in stage 2 with the plasma. We have to collect all these. Have to collect all those icons without touching the ground or without touching the plasma or anything like that. So again, very similar deal here. Collect all of those little icons without touching the ground. And I say the wind does make things obviously a bit more tricky. But as I say, yeah, because it's blowing to the left, I'd start on the right hand side and work your way over to the left. But I'm not done with this area. Head to the left, and this one of these areas with the on-off platforms or the alternating platforms, and we're going to have to get through. And as you saw on the left-hand side there is a that's terrible. That's also terrible. Let me get on here and let's do a better job of this. And you also saw a little thing there because my timing absolutely sucks. If you are sort of like, if it thinks you're in the confines of like a I'm trying to do too much there, aren't I? If it thinks that you're in the confines of a block, then it won't actually. So that's bad. So I need to come out from the other direction there, I think. And so I was sort of in where the platform was going to appear, so the platform in itself didn't appear, which I guess makes perfect sense. That's not the right timing at all. That's probably not either. Okay, I managed to get away with that one. So we'll stall out here, get back onto this one. Hopefully get this right this time. Good. Over here. Let's stall this one out a little bit more. I think that should be okay now. I didn't really want to dash there, but no, still okay. Still managed to get through. And there is our cassette, B-side unlocked for Chapter 4. And of course the bubble, as it always does, takes us straight back to the beginning of the area. Nice. Okay, so back to the wind gimmick. it's a good gimmick, I suppose. Although I must say, it does. I do feel like this chapter, funnily enough, does feel like my least favourite in the. Just trying to think what I'm going to do here, actually. So I'm running out of stamina here, and there's nowhere to stand. So, okay, I need to wait for the wind to be off, I'm guessing then. I know what I want to do here. I just need to dash to this wall, sorry, and not run out of stamina having already got there. Anyway, let me talk about the strawberry first, perhaps before I get more into what I was just saying there. I'm going to need the wind to be not in place first off. So climb a little bit of the way up here, get to this wall, and then you want to time out collecting the strawberry when the wind comes back into play, so that it'll then push me over to the right hand side and to safety, because of course there's spikes on the floor all the way over to the left hand side. Yeah, what I would say this chapter is probably ends up, not that I dislike it by any stretch of imagination, but probably ends up being my least favourite. I think hearing sort of most people, or from even speedrunners or from most people's perspective, casual players tend to say this is their least favourite chapter of the lot, which is interesting. I guess I should probably start from the bottom and work my way up here just to make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, it's interesting to see that I think here that this is actually most people's least favourite chapter. I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, I'm not in a minority for once. Go figure. We do get introduced to another new gimmick at this point in time. So these platforms, that was terrible. You know what? I'm curious about trying to do this in one go. So you might have sort of seen that other block up there, but yeah, two for the price of one strawberries yet again. So as mentioned in chapter, was it in chapter? Oh, sorry, yeah, I wanted to land there just so I could dash and break this apart, because otherwise, without that, I couldn't get it. Yeah, can definitely get two at once. No problem with that. I need that platform to come back though. So yeah, hopefully we can survive getting out. And if we can, yeah, two for the price of one. Lovely. You also see there is some sort of momentum in play there as well with these platforms. There's also another sort of or gimmick or whatever that comes. In fact, maybe I can demonstrate now. Yeah, with this one here. Whoops. You can, if you're clinging onto the side of them, some of them you can indeed move from side to side as well. So that's also going to be pivotal later on as well as another way of getting through some of these areas. Yeah, we're doing a lot of secret hunting at the moment because the true path is somewhere sort of at the top. But yeah, there's lots to do with these areas at the bottom. And you may also notice, and yeah, I can't actually get through here at the moment. Don't worry, I still can get that strawberry. I can get it from another side. And to say, don't be alarmed ultimately by what happens here. Yeah, it looks like when you clear a path, a sort of a block forms behind you and looks like it's cut off. So now, for example, I can't get back through there no matter how hard I dash. I'll still be able to get that. Don't worry. In fact, I can probably do that now actually by going this way. Yeah, let's do that now, I guess. And then make sure that I do head off to the right-hand side. Let's manipulate this block so it goes up and then down again, so I can manoeuvre it through that spike corridor. It's a little off the beaten path, actually. This other strawberry, I must admit, the one that we previously saw. And getting all these little green orb things, or turquoise orbs, or whatever colour they're meant to be. Fall down here. Oh, blimey! I thought I messed that up. And finally, oh no, we're not even at the room yet where I thought we were, or are we? No, we are at the room where I thought we were going to be. It's obviously just there's a bit more to scroll to the right hand side, but yeah, there's the other strawberry, and we're back where we were previously. We're not going to be blocked in, so the block that previously. I keep saying block quite a lot, but yeah, there's no better word. The block that previously blocked off this path disappears and allows me to go over there. So yeah, we weren't completely stuffed there. I'll ride this block up here and get into this area. We'll look at this. Why not? I don't feel like it's strictly necessary, and in this room it feels wholly unnecessary, given that you're not really. I guess you could scroll up there so you could see a little bit more of what's going up on there. But frankly, the important bit here seems to be the bit on the right hand side, and yeah. From where the spring is, there's very, very little that you can't actually see right off the bat anyway. So I must say the scrolling on this one seems a little bit redundant, but oh well. Collect that strawberry, ride this thing. I think I've kept my dash here, so yeah, I'm able to dash away from there. Nice. And I'm done with that area, and of course there, that gets blocked off now. So, I think we've done most of this bit. I think we've got a couple of areas to go. The area I want to go, or the area out of here, I think is to the right. So, I do want to go up first. It's always worrying a little bit when you go up and you can't get back down again, like here, for example, because it's like, oh, have I taken the right path? I'm 99% certain I've taken the right path because I'm pretty sure over to the left-hand side there is ultimately where I want to go. But yeah, it's always slightly it was terrible. I messed up my jump. Always slightly unnerving when you go, particularly up onto a new screen, and you can't get back down, for example, because yeah, sometimes it's just okay. There's a strawberry there or whatever, but I know that's not the actual way to go, particularly for something like this. Am I going the right way now? Have I gone a bit too early, or have I gone the right way, if you will, but I've not gone in every secret direction and collected everything I can do. So yeah, sometimes we probably saw that strawberry as well before. So I cleared out the area with the block, which you'll see when I go down here before. So yeah, there was a strawberry up there, which didn't actually register for me when I was going through there a couple of minutes ago. But yeah, got that one, and yeah, I think we're finally done. So I could get up there using a super secret method that isn't yet known. Obviously, it's known to me and known to most people if you play the game. But as at the moment, chronologically, if you're playing this game for the first time, you don't know about it yet. So let's do it the way I think the game would intend you to do it at this point in time. Move that block over to the left-hand side, then move it back to the right, and yeah, we can get over here. And maybe you can see the area below, which was where I've commented about the area with the scroller, which seemed unnecessary. It did give me a sneak peek of this bit, and does potentially, I suppose, also highlight that there's a crack in there, or there's a sort of a suspicious-looking wall there that you could dash through or get through. But still, I still feel like that other area is a little bit unnecessary. There's also a hidden area over to the right-hand side, and another one. So don't worry, we'll come back and do this room in just a minute, but we'll clear out this one first. Yeah, keep going, and yeah, there's yet another hidden strawberry, and I made a colossal mess up of that, as you can probably appreciate. So what I need to do on this one is I need to jump off of that block quickly initially to get the block that's going to get the block that goes vertically out of the way, so the one that's going horizontally, it doesn't crash into it and stop doing anything, and that's or just disappear. I need to do much better with my jumping here. There's momentum that's happening when I like I said before, when you jump off a block as well, if it's in which direction it's going. So I kept jumping a little too late there, careering into the spike. I could have dashed over it, frankly, as well. I've no idea why I didn't do that, but yeah, silly on my part. And I guess before actually showing off, obviously, what you're supposed to do here, let's actually head up, and you can see, oh, crystal heart, but it is agonisingly out of reach. So, yeah, this white block looks very, very suspicious and out of place, and this is a fantastic Super Mario Bros. 3 callback. So, yeah, hold down on the block. This is just so random, I love it. And we're actually now in the background of the rather than the foreground. So obviously we had the platforms that look like they're in the foreground, but equally, yeah, this rock formation or whatever that's in the background also function as platforms. So yeah, that is a fantastic little kind of call back to Super Mario Bros. 3. Yeah, hold down on the white platform. I have the storm for the crystal heart, by the way. Once you get it all, once you've gone behind in the background, you sort of automatically come back to the foreground, and the white block seems to have sort of disappeared a little bit, although you can still see the outline for it. But yeah, that's a lovely little callback to or a reference to Super Mario Bros. 3 to get that crystal heart. Love that reference. So let's move on. So again, you can do this at the area on the right hand side without needing to get this block over to the left hand side. But again, let's do it the way it's intended at the moment. That area there looks suspicious, although I'm not convinced. No. Okay, and I can get back down, which is helpful because I can reset the block without having to die. So again, nice, appreciated. I don't think there's anything there. If there was, then I've missed it and I'll have to come back. Not sure about here, though. I don't think there's anything here. In fact, here I am going to have to die. I know the block reforms. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I'm going to die. Oh, I was about to die anyway because I messed up my jump off that cloud, which was absolutely appalling on my part. But nah. Again, it's a lack of knowing where all the strawberries are here. Put this block here. And hopefully get out quick enough. Yep, to grab it again. And nice. And the wind's back. And you probably have to possibly forgive me. Oh no, I pulled it off first go with absolute ridiculous ease. That gave me a huge amount of trouble, not only the first time, but also I remember the second time. It took me ages to get up there. I can't believe I just pulled that off. I don't think it's like a terribly difficult section, in all honesty, but I had a bit of a nightmare trying to get up there. When I played this, wow, that was had a nightmare. This bit, you almost sort of probably have to die here because, frankly, you can't get back to the right-hand ledge there without. Because of the wind, it's blowing us way too far over to the left there. But what you're supposed to do is dash through, obviously through the strawberry. It was a strawberry with wings, so be careful. Obviously, if you dash without getting it, it'll fly away, and you have to die in order to get it back, or in fact, scroll the screen back on. But you can't make it back to the right, so you have to land on this area over to the left. But there is nothing over here other than death. So we have to pretty much die in order to get back out. It seems like a bit of a strange decision there. I feel like the wind could have maybe disappeared to allow us to possibly get out, but even then I'm not actually convinced it would be possible to do that. But yeah, it seems like an actual one of the very rare occasions where on collecting a strawberry, obviously you collect it, but that you actually have to die in order to get out of the room. It's a bit of an odd one, that. Anyway, yeah, that strawberry. I missed that, really? Okay. The wind is also a little bit stronger here. I don't know if it's sort of been noticeable, but yeah, I get a lot less distance with my jumping now. That's not right at all, I don't think, or I'm missing something there. But the wind is a lot stronger. I'm going far less over to the right hand side at this point in time. Make sure all the jumps count. I need to go up and rest and get my dash back, I think. I'm forgetting how to do this area. Oh no, there's an area up, like what? Yeah, okay, that was just absolutely silly on my part. I was thinking I had to go some area down, under and up or something, but no, it was over and down. Wow, that was dumb. That was probably also pretty dumb because I now haven't got a dash. Oh, I can still make it over there. Cool. Although I probably died now, but I did want to check this area. I didn't admittedly think there was a strawberry there actually, but I probably actually I'm not going to have to dash for that anyway. Never mind. I didn't actually think there was a strawberry over there, but thought I might as well check to be on the safe side. Or maybe it's this close. Is it up here that caused me a whole lot of problems actually? If indeed you can get up there, I can't remember. Well, you definitely can get up there. I'm going to again try and maybe do it without pulling off some kind of amazing move. But okay, no, there is actually nothing up there. Or at least I don't think there was this time. Anyway, okay, fine. Maybe I did pull off the manoeuvre that caused me all that trouble before. Oh, what? Oh, I'm trying to do way too much, way too soon. There is a ledge up there I need to grab. Not like that, though. Although, what a save that was. Not intentional. I guarantee you that was not intentional. But I'll take it. I think ultimately it ends up being the wind in this chapter that sort of ends up making it, not my sort of least favourite chapter. Again, I don't want to say that it's a bad chapter by any means because it's not. Did I dash on that? I know what I did wrong there. I needed to go back into because what the problem was there. I thought I had my dash back, which would have enabled me to obviously get out of that situation, but of course I didn't because I used a dash to get over here. So what I need to do is hop in this thing, which will get my dash back, and then fail to climb back onto the side of the block. Lovely. But okay, yeah, I know what I did wrong there, so easy enough to rectify. Yeah, I think it's ultimately the wind here. I mean, admittedly, these orbs and these moving platforms are a nice kind of gimmick, or definitely add something extra to the game. But I think ultimately it probably ends up being the wind that ends up sort of making this not my my sort of least favourite area. As I say, I've probably said this hundreds of times now. It's not that I don't like it at all, but I just thought I much prefer the other areas. Right, I think there's a secret here. I want to make sure I don't miss, so need to be careful here. I think it's over where that. No, it's not over there, is it? So is it over there? I don't know. I feel like I've missed something here. It's not that. Okay. I feel like there's an area where it's something like that, but again, as I say, I don't know 100% where everything is, or don't know, I don't know where everything is 100%. So sometimes I'll be going looking for things that apparently aren't there. So I swear somewhere around here there is an area over to the right-hand side, and a wall there that does have it, that does hold a hidden path. But yeah, clearly it's not that one. Okay, there's a block there preventing me from going anywhere with the wind at the moment. So yeah, be prepared to dash off a lot to the right-hand side to collect the strawberry. Ah, I missed the thing. So yeah, jump and then dash, and then this bit I need to be quiet. I need to think about how. So I probably need to dash off of there, methinks. Or no, okay, that's what I was doing wrong, and that was wrong as well. So I need to. Don't know actually at the moment. Need to reassess this situation and work out exactly what it is I need to do. So horizontal dash there to that. I need to go into the horizontal dash out of this thing to get some extra momentum. Yeah, fine. And then I'm pretty sure that there was a. Now I'm probably stuffed. I thought there might be something up. I probably messed that up. Yep, cool. I went too far back to the left-hand side and couldn't horizontal dash over to the ledge there. That was not good at all. Again, again, it's almost like the sort of the prior knowledge of like thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure there's an area where I need to, yeah, like I said before, with the going through an area on the right-hand side wall. I'm pretty sure there's an area where I need to. Okay, that was much better. Pretty sure there's an area where I need to dash up through a block in the floor, but again, apparently it doesn't look like it's that. I do just want to actually do that one more time and just double, triple check that, because yeah, again though, it's probably just my getting ahead of myself, or no, it doesn't look like it. Okay, fine. I don't think so then, anyway. Moving on. Is there anything behind that wall? No, but there is a strawberry there, so we'll get that. A little bit of a tricky one to get this, actually. Although I do like that you don't get crushed by this thing. But of course, what does happen, and I didn't realise that was going to happen. I was just slow on the to react to it, or didn't grab the right wall. Is that yeah? Oh no! Is that when the block disappears, you're going to land on the spikes that are on top of this block glyph thing. So yeah. And what I ideally want to do is, because it's a bit hard to get out, is I want to, as soon as I've hit that glyph, which is why I probably want the block out of the way and disappear, because otherwise it's going to sort of like prevent me from doing the jump. I want to get on the left-hand side of that, because now I've got my dash, and I can much more easily get out. Or I'd like to think I can get out. Going down there still gets me the strawberry. Nice. Cool, moving on. Let's just check some areas here. I feel like there's maybe something up to the left here. Nope, apparently not. But the problem, yeah, everything starts to look suspicious. Do I need to get that out of the way? I do. I also probably want to. I feel like I want to check some other areas here, but oh, now it's okay. Yeah, okay. Because I haven't died, the screen doesn't sort of in itself reset, so we're still fine. We need to sort of race ahead of this one and get that block glyph out of the way as well. And then we can get out of here. Is there anything up there this time? It looks like there might be something up there. I don't know, though. Might have to plan this out so that the wind is not causing problems. Is there some? I feel like there's something up there, but as I say, it's incredibly. Yeah, this actually might be the area, if indeed there is something up there, which I feel like there is. Because again, the wind makes this sort of difficult, and the stamina is also something to have to bear in mind. I feel like there's something up there, but I almost want to just sort of leave it and just if there isn't anything up there, then I feel like I'm just wasting my time here. So I want to give it a few more goes, but honestly, I feel like I haven't got the stamina required to get up there anyway. So I'll leave that. If there is something up there, then I'll come back and get it, and I'll worry about doing it then. Because ultimately, if there is nothing up there, then I feel like I've just been wasting my time. So, yay. I feel like there's something up there though, but I could be wrong. Right, the screen itself isn't that difficult once you're not mucking around. Oops. Thank you. Okay, no, it's this area where there's something, which is sort of a bit more hidden. In fact, I don't think I want to do that just yet, actually. Otherwise, I think I will be missing a strawberry. So I want to not hopefully miss every single platform I'm aiming for. Wow! Really? Okay, I want to get on the spring while the wind's blowing, because the wind will carry me a bit more over to the right-hand side, which is where I need to be. Thank you. And that timing absolutely was absolutely terrible, so let's try that again. And I need to not horizontally dash there. That one strawberry is, I think it's quite tricky to get anyway. So you've got to sort of plan out when you want to get in. I feel like I need to get in the second, or come teleport out of the second orb, if you will. Teleport, for want of a better word, when the wind's not blowing, just so I can get a little bit more distance to the over to the left-hand side there. But then, of course, I'm going to absolutely need the wind blowing to the right-hand side in order to get the strawberry and get out. But yeah, pulling that off is tricky to say the least. I talked about that strawberry in chapter. I'm trying to think, is that going to be okay? Maybe I can wait here and then sort of. No, I'm actually a bit of a. Struggling to think actually how to get that at the moment without trying to pull off some kind of different manoeuvre. But I even don't think actually we've got any sort of different manoeuvre that's gonna help me per se. So yeah, I've actually come a bit stumped here on how to actually on the manoeuvre, on the exact timing and every manoeuvre to get that strawberry. Okay, that's it. Okay, so instead of heading up though, I want to head down and get that strawberry to register. Fine, cool. So now we can go through here. So basically, if I continued upwards, I'd end up in an area that actually cuts off me going to this area. And because there was a strawberry on that screen and one on this screen, or on this path at least anyway. Yeah, that's where I want to. That's where I want to go. So yeah, I want to go get the initial strawberry on the previous screen, then come here and get this one. Otherwise, yeah, I'd find myself. That's terrible. I'd find really. Yeah, I'd find myself unable to get a particular one of the strawberries. So yeah, so as I said, with the path that was on previously with the other strawberry, that would have come out up here, and of course I would have missed the one that I just got because the bridges. There's a solid bridge there and no way to get down. So yay. Don't think I wanted to destroy that particularly, but or maybe I did. Maybe that's what gives me the extra height I need to get up there. Yeah, I knew there was an area in the rock on to the left that I need to dash up and go to the left for. But again, got ahead of myself. I feel like that's one of the sort of almost I want to say pitfalls here, but I almost read too much into things now. Where I'm like, okay, I know I'm looking for a particular type of path at a certain point in time, but I can't remember exactly where it is. So I'm like looking all over the place for it when it's not there. This one I feel like actually it's useful to have a scroller there, and I'm not going to pay too much attention to it, but yeah, I thought I would just do the scrolling there just so you could see completely where we're going. I think I've probably already messed this up, so we're going to reset that. So basically what I want to do on this one is grab the left-hand side of this and then try and get as far over to the left-hand side as possible, because I'm going to need to make a dash. I don't think you could really stall this platform out so that it doesn't crumble away. You can't get it all the way. You can't get it really too much further out to the left. But what I can do, yeah, like that, like I said, momentum is jump when the platform is moving to the left, and yeah, I'll get a lot more momentum. That's terrible. It needs to be on the right-hand side of that thing, and yeah, I'll get a lot more momentum and make it over to the icon a lot easier. So yeah, I need to not be climbing too much here actually. So I'm going to let that go right up to the top, and then yeah, do something quite similar there. We'll drag that over to the right-hand side, and we'll miss the thing because we then haven't got the dash in order to restore ourselves. So yeah, we're starting to get some tricky stuff going on here now, or at least yeah, a lot trickier than what we've had previously, I think. So I need a bit more momentum there. Cool. And then hopefully I won't diagonal dash and mess up the final manoeuvre. Oh, diagonal dashing! How I hate you. I don't know if this is sort of something that everyone experiences quite a lot, or whether it's just me or the controller I've got or whatever, but yeah, like I was saying, like I've sort of said in a number of other parts, the number of times I feel like I diagonal dash when I just want to dash sideways or horizontally, or sideways or vertically upwards typically. I end up going in it diagonally and it just screws me over, and it's very, very infuriating, let me tell you. Don't think there's anything else here. But again, like I said, I'm like super paranoid. I don't know exactly how many strawberries are on this level off the top of my head as well, so checking how many I've already got wouldn't really do me any good, because I wouldn't be able to tell you if that's like, oh, 2 more to go, one to go, or what, so nah. I don't miss the strawberry here, so... Oh wow! I didn't mean to grab that other platform there. So yeah, be a little bit cute with your platform manipulation here. So I probably want to go a little bit quicker on this one. Yeah, cool. We'll go back to the left just to reset everything. Just make sure that I can get the strawberry. We'll have the strawberry register. Cool. Yeah, whoops! Let's mess up there. Yeah, be a bit cute there with the when the platform's going to reappear and disappear, and you should be fine. That's bad. That's very bad, and that's just, well, that's catastrophically bad, frankly. Let's dash off that, thank you. Oh, I didn't even mean to dash there, but, well, it would have been okay if I'd held right off the edge of that thing, but anyway, yeah. Need to rush down and collect this glyph, and then dash into and grab hold of this block. Because, I need to drop down way before the block disappears, but yeah, we need to, obviously, get the glyph, or the glyph icon down there. Wow, I can't believe I'm messing that up. To get the block out of the way. I need to do it quickly because, of course, the wind is pushing us back. I didn't grab the thing. I didn't land on the thing, really. Okay, that's interesting. That might actually make this much easier, having done it that way, because yeah, the wind was pushing me there to the right, and I was grabbing hold of the right-hand edge of that block, so there's no way that I could be pushed back into the spikes by the wind there, which is what was screwing me over all those other times. So yeah, fine, I'll take that. And yeah, if the wind wasn't bad enough, now we've got snowballs coming after us. They work probably reasonably similar to, I guess, to how Mr. Oshiro, quote-unquote, fight worked in the previous chapter. So yeah, they'll every so often they'll spawn in at the height you're at that particular time. You can jump on them, as I just demonstrated there. I don't necessarily really recommend's not the right word, but it's not something I would tend to automatically do. I think I'm in trouble here because the platform's now gone away. So I might still be able to have the strawberry register. Cool. Yeah, and a little bit of a pickle here without doing something like that. Cool, because the wind was blowing me to the obviously again blowing me back to the left. But yeah, still managed to get out of there. I might have still been able to pull that off without needing to jump on a snowball there. But yeah, having that little extra horizontal distance certainly helped. A couple of the 2 last springs there actually disappeared. I don't know if you caught that as well. So yeah, you can take your time a little bit on the first 2 springs, but yeah, the last 2 springs actually disappear once you bounce on them. So yeah, for the last little bit of that screen, you can't hang about. Careful, bait out the snowball, and then dash through quickly, and hopefully you don't get screwed over right at the last. That looked very suspicious, didn't it? Yep. Okay. Cool. I think we're approaching near the end of the chapter. Memory serves. No, bother! Dang it! I should have gone back to the. I should have tried dashing back to. Oh, yeah, I should have dashed back to the left there. I would have almost certainly got back in the orb, and that would have. Oh, come on! And that would have. That would have obviously reset my jump, allowed the cloud to reform, and I could have proceeded there. And obviously the wind's going to the left, so there would have no problem getting in it. But I tried to go to the right-hand side, back on the cloud, which was a terrible decision on my part. And now we have a little fun section where the wind is really blowing us to the right, and we get this sort of cool... What the hell was that? This cool kind of, sort of almost speed section, if you will. You don't absolutely have to rush it, but it always feels really nice when you do. Ding it, messed that up. Yeah, there's a strawberry underneath that orb there, so we need to figure out a way of getting down and then still being able to dash into it. That was absolutely awful on 500 different counts. Or maybe just the one, maybe just the fact that I missed the orb when I thought, frankly, there was absolutely no chance that I could possibly do that. Okay, I think I actually want to go left there. I think going down is probably going to leave me not quite enough reaction time for my liking to be able to pull that off. That was bad. Although the wind, is going to keep me. So yeah, it's going to have me... that's another thing that's going to happen quite a few times, and luckily I didn't go any further on that. But yeah, again, I don't know if it's just the controller I'm using, but unfortunately it seems to be like the left. So I've got my left kind of like shoulder button set up. I need to probably just avoid getting in the second orb altogether there and get the strawberry before I go in there for the first time. But unfortunately, I can't do anything about this. There's no option in the controller settings to actually get rid of this. Oh wow! To turn this off or something. But my left shoulder button is my climb. That's just the way I like to have it. And the right shoulder button isn't really anything in and of itself. But when I press the left and right shoulder buttons, which sort of accidentally happens when I'm sort of in a pinch or at times, or particularly when I'm trying not to, for goodness sake, I think I'm absolutely screwed here. Yeah, and when I'm trying not to diagonal dash or something, I accidentally hit the both of them, and that, unfortunately, doesn't even bring up the pause menu. It brings up a restart chapter option, which is absolutely awful. And previously, I have actually accidentally pressed the button that has reset the chapter. So yeah, story time will come. There'll be a ridiculous one that I'll talk about when I get to that actual part or area, chapter, whatever. But yeah, I've accidentally pressed, because it's just sort of almost instantaneous reaction thing. All right, like I've pressed the button to confirm, and yeah, the blooming thing's restarted the chapter, and I've got to do everything all over again. So yeah, not fun. I can't turn that functionality off of my controller. It's freaking annoying. Let's hope it doesn't happen during this Let's Play. Yes, indeed, we did get to the end. Cool. Madeline, wait up. Nailed it. Theo, are you alright? Oof, yeah. Just give me a sec. A gondola. I've always wanted to ride one of these. It looks pretty old, but maybe it still works. I don't see any other way to cross this chasm. Let's do it. This lever looks important. Easy every time. I was probably a gondola operator in a past life. Do you think this thing is safe? I'm sure it's fine. How did it shake out with Ashiro? You were right. I shouldn't have tried to help him. I hate to say I told you so, but... Yeah. I should have listened to you. You didn't get hurt. That's what matters. The air is so thin up here. I can barely breathe. Okay, if we don't get a selfie on this thing, we're going to regret it. I can't even see the ground through the mist. How high up are we? Less panicking, more posing. What was that? Huh, looks like we stalled out. This is really bad. Maybe if I... Nope. Well, that's not good. No, this really isn't good. Madeline, you cool? Yeah, I just... No, I'm not cool. I can't breathe. You're having a panic attack. Why would you think it's a good idea to ride this stupid thing? Come on, don't take this out on me. Stay with me here. My grandpa taught me a trick for this. Close your eyes. Picture a feather floating in front of you. See it? Okay. Your breathing keeps that feather floating. Just breathe slow and steady in and out. It actually took me a while to recognise that this was actually part of the gameplay here, and that you actually control this feather by holding up and down, and you need to keep it in this sort of little rectangle if you can. Just sort of, yeah, keep it. It doesn't move like off. You know, it doesn't move ridiculously fast or anything like that. So provided you just kind of keep the feather moving at a kind of reasonably confident, constant pace, relatively slowly. Then yeah, eventually, it doesn't take too long. Eventually, yeah, you'll succeed. But yeah, it took me a little bit of time to actually realise this was actually part of the game per se, and not actually just you know, like an automatic cutscene or something. See, easy every time. Feeling any better? I think so. Thanks for helping me calm down. How did you know we'd start moving again? Oh, I totally thought we were done for. Oh my god. Look at this selfie though. Chapter clear. I have to say that is a wonderful sort of cutscene to enter in that chapter on, and just yeah, again the whole atmosphere and just the story of this game is really really good. And this going to be a lot shorter than part 3, mainly because ultimately there is less story, or if you will, or like we spent most of chapter 3 probably talking to Mr. Ashiro. There's so many cutscenes and dialogue that goes through that, and again I don't want to cut any of that because I feel like it's really important to the experience of playing through the game. But there's a lot in chapter 3, much less so in chapter 4. We get a conversation with the old bat. At the beginning, and then this conversation with Theo at the end. But that's about it, really. We also talked to Theo quite a bit during chapter 3 as well. So yeah, there's a lot less cutscenes, dialogue per se, and more just focused on the actual kind of gameplay. In fact, none of the gameplay is really interrupted. We have the cutscene pretty much right at the beginning and at the end, and nothing in between. So it's pretty much all about the gameplay, really, in chapter 4. But yeah, no, that's again just a fabulous sort of scene there with again highlighting, you know, Madeline's kind of issues, problems, and all that kind of thing, and that Theo again is being a very good friend there in helping her out, and that yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go too much in depth in this. People are going to be doing that way better than I can possibly describe. You know, how ultimately the genius ultimately of the story and what it means from a sort of personal, emotional kind of point of view. But no, I do like that scene in terms of obviously getting to see kind of Madeline's kind of anxiety really come to the front, and that ultimately she can, you know, if she does just relax, she can. I don't want to say, you know, people's real life problems are like, oh yeah, just relax. You know, if you're having anxiety, having a panic attack, yeah, just picture a feather floating in front of you. That will help. I mean, I don't know, it might do, but it's good to see that she's able to overcome that, and again, it's good that she's got you know, Theo, a sort of, you know, by this point in time, a friend on hand, you know, to help her through that. So yeah. We'll get still more into sort of Theo's kind of issues. We haven't really come across too many of those at the moment. Yeah, Theo seems like a very kind of solid character at the moment with none of his own sort of problems. He seems like the steady hand who's always going to be there to guide Madeline. That's all going to change starting next chapter. But yeah, it's we'll get to see a bit more about you know, what's plaguing Theo, I guess, coming later on. But no, it's good to know. And ultimately, these two didn't even meet each other for the first time until, like, you know, obviously chapter 1, where they just sort of encountered each other on the mountain. And now Theo already is being a very good friend and helping Madeline through a very tough time. So good on you, Theo. But yeah, chapter clear. Was that everything? Well, I definitely got the Crystal Heart and the B-side cassette. 29 strawberries. That feels like a bit of a weird number, but no, it is actually all of them. Okay. I figure like maybe 30. Oh, 63 less. How about that? That was an appropriate number, I suppose. But yeah, not too bad. And yeah, well, I got all the strawberries then. Wonderful. I'd say 29 seems like a slightly bizarre number. I was about to say odd number there, but of course 29 is an odd number. Budum ching. But yeah, a slightly bizarre number. You think, okay, well, why not put 30 strawberries in the chapter or something? But yeah, 29 just seems like a really, really bizarre number to have. But oh well, anyway, not going to complain. If there were 30, I'd have missed one. And frankly, yeah, and it means also that area where I was trying to just scramble up that wall was completely unnecessary. There was actually nothing up there. Again, I felt like I wanted to try it a few times, but ultimately, yeah, I was like, okay, this seems like actually it's quite difficult to do, if indeed you can do it without having to pull off some sort of epic manoeuvre or whatever. Yeah, I sort of thought, okay, we'll leave that. If I've missed something, I'll come back to it. That seems like a prime spot to think that or that I may well have missed something, but ultimately, yeah, there was nothing there. So I think, yeah, good decision, obviously, to not muck around too long on that area. But there we go. That was chapter 4, and yeah, I do feel like it's my least favourite chapter, but I still like it. I think ultimately it's the wind, physics, and everything like that sort of makes it platforming everything just a little bit more kind of awkward than most. Yeah, it's still got some nice gimmicks. We're introduced to the sort of the orbs or whatever that spit us out, and then we refill a dash. We get introduced to the platforms with arrows on that we can control. So it's not like it doesn't throw any other gimmicks in there. I like the atmosphere of the place as well. The crystal heart get in that one is terrific. I love the Super Mario Bros. 3 callback. So yeah, it's not a bad level by any stretch of imagination. It's still in fact a very good level. I love all the music. I love the atmosphere, and the cutscene at the end in particular with Theo is a fantastic way to end that chapter. But yeah, it's still a good chapter, and I still like it. But yeah, I think it's probably, and does end up being my slight least favourite. But yeah, it's still a good chapter. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Gone on for about 50 minutes or so by now, and yeah, pick it up next time with chapter 5. Hope to see you for that. But until then, cheerio.